Alright, I'm going to show you how to make some windows on the jet, the fuselage, and we're going to need a cylinder for this, so I'll just select up here. And not going to get into full detail on this because it's getting late and I'm getting ready to go to bed. But anyway, you can see I want to get these polygon squares possible because I'm going to make some of these my windows, and I don't want my windows, as you can see, they're kind of long one way and kind of short the other way. Kind of want to square them up, so I'll take these sections and I'll kick that up to, let's say, 20. They're still not kind of square, now they're kind of long side to side, but I need to even that up, so, and I'll select here and validate it. And I'll just turn on my X cemetery. And let's go into front view mode, and we're going to go ahead and tip this to the side here. As you can see, when I changed the sections on here, it actually put the cemetery in exactly the middle of this each polygon going side to side. So that way I'll be able to select here and just loop it. As you can, we'll loop it twice so you can see it. And that's kind of perfect what I wanted to begin with. I'm only going to do one side, so you can figure out to do the other side to just do it the same way. So with this looped, this gives me an option over here. It says 1 over, so I'm going to select that to 2, and that's going to select every other one. I need to shift select this one off and this one. Now I'm going to make this the front of my jet here. So I'm going to shift click here, and it has some escape doors back here, but we're not going to do that right now. Now I need, at this point in time, I need to set up a shading domain for this, so I'll select here and press new. And here's my new shading domain, which I can hide or show. You can set the transparency up or whatever you want. We'll just leave it here at default. And the reason why I set up a shading domain, and I'll show you, as you can see, each blue color is per polygon. So what I need to do is I need to subdivide it one time, then I'm going to collapse the dynamic geometry. This is important for making a window. Now you can see I have this split into quads here, into 4. It quadrupled it, I guess. Is that what you'd call it? Now instead of me trying to select everyone, I can just select it out of the shading domain. So I'll select here, hold the control key down, let me move this over so you can see it, and I'll just bring this in just a little bit like this. Alright, now for the this will be the front door of the jet, and we'll go ahead and select the edge tool. As you can see, I got this thing up here that you can follow along here, and I'm going to go ahead and select it here, and we're going to loop it. Sometimes you need to loop it twice, and I'm going to hold the control key, and we're going to bring that in. That's going to be our seam, so let's take a look at it real quick. As you can see, now I have some windows, and here's the front door. I could put a hatch on there. Now I'm going to go ahead and just do the back of this real quick for you. We're going to set the dynamic, or the subdivision, I'm sorry, back to the lowest. And we're going to go ahead and we can loop this, and we can go ahead and there's two options we can do. I can go ahead and just scale this in to make the back half, but I'm not going to do that, so I'm going to Control Z that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and close the back hole here, validate it, select the face of it, then I'm going to set the triangular tessellation. And what that is, the triangle tessellation, is it made this edge here flow into the other edges, as you can see here. If I would have did quad tessellation, let me Control Z that to show you. that the edge flow is messed up. Control Z that, and we're just going to go with the triangular, because once you subdivide it, it will turn the triangulars into quads anyway. So, and I'm going to just go ahead and select the edges here, and I'm going to use the connect tool, and this kind of acts like the slice. I think it's a little bit I wouldn't say more accurate, but I've been having problems out of the slice tool. So I'll just go ahead and we'll select the faces here, and we're just going to bring this out just a little bit for the back half. And I'm just going to go ahead and we'll select here and ring it, press connect, and we'll do it here too. Ring it. Now this won't ring here, so it'll ring up here, so just drag across here, and we'll press connect. Now this time I'm going to go ahead and select the face here, hold the control key down, and we're going to bring this in just a little bit here, one more, and bring it all the way in. Then we'll subdivide it, take a look at it. As you can see, inside the hole here, it's got a little bit of ribs, as you can see. It is because I need to add some more tessellation to it. So I can just select here, drag it around here. Which would be almost like tessellation was when we split the polygon. So now let's subdivide it and take a look. Now that ain't so bad there. And we can do some modifications. I need to do one here. Looks a little too round for me, so what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and loop this here, and we'll just drag this edge down just a little bit. Let's take a look at it, and it gives it a little bit sharper there for the exhaust on the back of the jet. And I can add the top and everything, but or just the back of the jet here, it is kind of a little too sharp. And that might be where the jet motor comes out or whatever. Anyway, that's kind of the basic idea to get you up and running and how to make windows. And I might have some time later on to maybe do a full tutorial on this. So thank you very much.